What if I told you the loudest voice shaping your life is the one no one else can hear? The inner voice. Sometimes a whisper, sometimes a scream. It tells you you're not enough, then reminds you to try again. Socrates once said, "The unexamined life is not worth living." But what if the examiner is both judge and jailer? Your inner dialogue sculpts your destiny. Imagine a sculptor's hammer. Each thought chips at your identity. Friend or foe? That depends on who holds the chisel. Tonight we journey into the hidden corridors of your mind where the voice you obey is either your prison or your freedom.
Where did this voice even come from? Childhood, a teacher's critique, a parent's sigh, the laughter of classmates. These sounds fused into echoes, your first inner voice. Psychology calls it the internal monologue. Neuroscience reveals it lights up the same regions of the brain as spoken language. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." Every word spoken to you became a shade on your canvas. Now you carry those tones within. Some are gentle, some are merciless, but all are yours to confront. The question is not whether you have an inner voice, but whether it's been borrowed or truly chosen.
Why do you always fail? You're not enough. These lines echo in millions of minds daily. Cognitive psychology calls it the negative self-talk loop. It thrives on magnifying your flaws while erasing your strengths. It convinces you that a single mistake defines your worth. Nietzsche warned, "Beware lest in fighting monsters, you become a monster yourself." But what if the monster isn't outside? It's inside, disguised as your own reasoning. This critic thrives on repetition. Like water carving stone, it etches insecurity into your identity. But here's the paradox. That same voice can transform. With awareness, the critic can become a coach.
Don't take the risk. Stay safe. Fear is survival's oldest language. Evolution shaped it to keep us alive, not fulfilled. Your inner voice is wired for caution. Yet, in the modern world, fear often cages potential instead of protecting life. Seneca once wrote, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." That's the trick. The inner voice paints disasters that never arrive. But fear, when honored, can be wisdom. It says, prepare, strengthen, step carefully. The challenge is discerning. When is it warning you of cliffs, and when is it chaining you to shadows? Friend or foe depends on how you listen.
Breathe. You're learning. You're growing. Rarely do we hear it, but the voice of compassion exists inside us too. Self-compassion research by Dr. Kristen Neff proves that speaking kindly to yourself lowers anxiety, strengthens resilience, and boosts motivation. Yet for most, compassion is saved for others, never the self. Buddha taught, you yourself, as much as anybody in the universe, deserve your love and affection. When your inner voice shifts from critic to caretaker, failure becomes feedback, not condemnation. Imagine a child learning to walk. You wouldn't shame them for falling. Why then shame yourself? The gentle voice can be the most radical rebellion of all.
Can words in your head really change your body? Yes. Studies in neuroscience show that self-talk alters brain chemistry, stress hormones, and even physical endurance. Athletes visualize success, whisper mantras, and their performance shifts. The brain does not always distinguish between thought and action. As Epictetus wrote, men are disturbed not by things, but by the view which they take of them. Your inner commentary is not background noise. It's the director of your entire nervous system. Negative talk releases cortisol. Positive talk fuels dopamine. That voice is not metaphor, it's biology. And the science is clear. The way you speak to yourself is the way your body learns to live.
Then how do we quiet the endless chatter? Meditation, journaling, even silence. These aren't cliches, they're training grounds. Modern MRI scans show that mindfulness literally reshapes the brain's default mode network, the hub of self-talk. Silence is not empty. Silence is full of answers. Lao Tzu once said, He who conquers others is strong. He who conquers himself is mighty. To conquer your inner voice doesn't mean erasing it. It means mastering it. Picture standing in a storm. The winds howl, but you breathe. The storm is still there, but it no longer owns you. That is the art of silencing without suppression. That is freedom.
What if the voice could become your compass? Studies in cognitive behavioral therapy reveal that reframing self-talk transforms not just emotion, but decision-making. Your inner voice can evolve into a trusted advisor. Descartes wrote, "I think, therefore I am." But deeper, how you think determines who you become. When your inner dialogue shifts from "I can't" to "I will try," your brain forges new neural pathways. This is not poetry, it's neuroplasticity. The voice, once an enemy, becomes an ally, like a lighthouse in fog. The same tool that once bound you to fear can now guide you toward destiny.
What if you could rewrite the script playing in your head? That's not fantasy, it's therapy. Cognitive restructuring, a cornerstone of modern psychology, trains people to catch distortions, challenge them, and replace them with truth. Your inner voice is a script, and scripts can be rewritten. Shakespeare said, "There is nothing either good or bad, but thinking makes it so." If your thoughts narrate tragedy, your life feels tragic. If they narrate resilience, your world bends toward hope. Rewriting doesn't erase pain, it reframes it. Pain becomes a teacher. Failure becomes data. The pen is in your hands. The question is, will you dare to write a new story?
What if the greatest battle of your life was fought in whispers, not wars? The inner voice, your constant companion, friend or foe, it decides every path you take. Today, I ask you, do not surrender your future to a voice that was never fully yours. Train it, shape it, speak to yourself as you would to someone you love. For the words you whisper in silence will echo in every choice, every relationship, every tomorrow. You were never lost, you were becoming. So tell me, the next time your inner voice speaks, will it be your enemy or your ally?